everyone. Welcome back to Podcast and Chill on the Learn English Podcast channel. I'm Leo, your cheerful host, who always brings a little fun to your day.
And I'm Gwen, here to keep us on track and help you learn something valuable today.
So, Gwen, I've been feeling a little off lately.
Oh, what do you mean, Leo?
Well, I just can't seem to focus on anything. I start doing something, then my mind wanders. And suddenly, I'm thinking about pizza.
Leo, you're doing it again. You're getting distracted.
Oh, right. Sorry. See, this is what I mean. It's like my brain is jumping around all over the place. Any tips, Gwen?
Well, Leo, it sounds like you're having some trouble staying focused, and you're definitely not alone.
That's right. And today, we're diving into why we can't seem to focus on anything.
We'll explore some common reasons behind this and give you tips to help improve your focus.
But before we start, don't forget to check out the free PDF in the description below.
Make sure to go to File, Make a Copy, so you can edit and take notes. So, Leo, let's dive into why so many people find it hard to focus these days.
Yeah, it's like every time I try to do something, there's always something else grabbing my attention.
I think a lot of us feel that way. Let's start with some common reasons why people can't focus. First, let's talk about digital overload. You know, all those notifications from phones, social media, and endless messages.
It's like our brains are always waiting for the next beep or buzz.
Right. Research shows that checking our phones too often can make it really hard to focus. There's a study from the University of California that found it takes about 23 minutes to get back on task after getting distracted.
Wow, 23 minutes? That's like almost watching an entire TV show.
Exactly. That's why it's important to limit how often we look at our phones. Maybe put your phone on silent or set times to check your messages.
Great tips, Gwen. Another big factor is stress and anxiety.
Yeah, when we're stressed, it's like our mind is too full and we can't think straight. It's like trying to work in a noisy room. Everything feels too much.
So true. A lot of that stress comes from trying to do too many things at once.
That's why taking breaks, getting enough sleep, and exercising can help us relax.
Speaking of sleep, not getting enough is another big reason people can't focus.
Yeah, when we're tired, it's hard for our brain to work well. There's actually a study from Harvard Medical School that shows how lack of sleep affects focus. They found that even missing just 1 or 2 hours of sleep can reduce your attention and reaction times.
It's like trying to run a marathon without any training.
And when you're not well rested, it's harder to remember things or solve problems. That's why setting a regular sleep schedule can help you stay sharp. And having a calm bedtime routine can tell your brain it's time to rest.
Now, let's go over some key vocabulary from today's conversation to help you understand better. The first word is focus. Focus means paying attention to one thing and not getting distracted. For example, it's hard to focus when your phone keeps buzzing.
The second word is distraction. A distraction is something that stops you from paying attention to what you're doing. For example, social media can be a big distraction when you're trying to study.
The third word is overload. Overload means having too much of something to deal with at once. For example, checking too many emails at once can make you feel overwhelmed and overloaded.
The fourth word is routine. A routine is a regular way of doing things, like a schedule. For example, having a bedtime routine can help you sleep better.
The fifth word is anxiety. Anxiety means feeling worried or nervous about something. For example, exams can cause a lot of anxiety for students.
Now, let's think about a couple of questions related to what we've discussed. First question: what's one habit you can change to help you focus better?
I've been trying to set specific times to check my phone.
Yeah, That's a good one, Leo. Or maybe taking regular breaks instead of pushing through when you're tired.
That's true. Little changes like that can make a big difference. Second question. How do you handle distractions when you need to focus on something important? For me, turning off notifications really helps. How about you, Gwen?
I usually find a quiet place to work, like a corner in my room away from all the noise.
That's a great idea. It's all about finding what works best for you.
We'd love to hear your answers in the comments below.
Now, let's dive into some useful tips to help us focus better.
One big factor that often gets overlooked is our diet and hydration.
That's true. The food we eat and how much water we drink can really impact our focus.
There's research showing that foods like nuts, berries, and green vegetables can help improve brain function.
And don't forget about staying hydrated. Drinking enough water keeps our brains alert and ready to work.
I remember reading a study from the University of East London that found even mild dehydration can affect your attention. So, keeping a water bottle handy is a simple way to stay focused.
Great tip, Gwen. Another thing that often makes it hard to focus is trying to do too many tasks at once.
Oh, the good old multitasking.
It feels like we're being productive, but it actually splits our focus.
Exactly. Our brains work best when we focus on one task at a time. So, try to prioritize your tasks and tackle them one by one.
Right. And if you're working on something important, try to avoid distractions by setting a timer or working in short bursts.
Another thing that can really help is setting clear goals and priorities. When we don't have a clear plan, it's easy to get lost and lose focus.
So start by setting small, achievable goals that keep you motivated. And don't forget to reward yourself when you reach those goals.
Last but not least, let's talk about mental overload. Sometimes our minds feel cluttered because we have too much to think about or do.
That's when writing things down or making a simple plan can help.
Yeah, just getting those thoughts out of your head and onto paper can make a big difference.
And it helps you feel more in control of your tasks and your time. You know, many famous people use this method to stay focused. Like Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group, he always carries a notebook to jot down his ideas. He says writing things down helps him clear his mind and keep track of his thoughts.
That's a great example, Leo. Another fun fact is that singer Taylor Swift also uses journaling to help manage her thoughts and emotions. She says it's her way of organizing her mind and finding peace in a busy schedule. And did you know Leonardo da Vinci used to keep tons of notebooks?
He wrote down everything from his daily tasks to his big inventions. It's amazing how writing things down has been a useful tool for so many creative minds throughout history.
So, remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and sticking with it.
Now, let's go over some key vocabulary from what we've discussed about focusing better. The first word is hydration. Hydration means drinking enough water to keep your body and brain working well. For example, staying hydrated helps you stay focused during the day.
The second word is multitasking. Multitasking is trying to do many things at the same time, but it often makes us less effective. For example, trying to multitask can slow you down because your focus is split.
The third word is priority. Priority means something that is more important and needs your attention first. For example, make your health a priority by getting enough sleep.
The fourth word is rest. Rest means taking a break to relax and recharge your energy. For example, it's important to rest when you feel tired so you can work better.
The fifth word is goal. Goal is something you want to achieve, like a dream or plan. For example, my goal is to learn English so I can travel.
Now, let's think about some discussion questions based on what we've talked about. First question, what's one small change you can make to your daily routine to improve your focus?
For example, setting aside time to drink water regularly or taking short breaks between tasks.
That's right, Leo. Another question, how do you handle feeling overwhelmed when you have too much to do?
Maybe you make a list of priorities or take a moment to breathe and reset.
Those are great strategies, Leo.
We'd love to hear your answers and tips in the comments below. Thanks so much for spending time with us today on Podcast and Chill. We hope you found today's episode helpful and that you've picked up some new tips to stay focused.
Remember, staying focused is all about small changes and finding what works best for you. And don't forget, we've got a free PDF that goes over all the key points and vocabulary from today's episode.
You can download it from the link in the description or the comment section. Make sure to click File. Make a copy so you can take notes and customize it for your learning.
And as always, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments, what's one tip you're going to try to improve your focus?
Or if you have any tips of your own, we'd love to hear those too. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update.
We're here every week with new tips, fun topics, and lots of encouragement to keep you going.
Learning English is a journey, and we're glad to be part of it with you.
So keep practicing, stay positive, and we'll see you next time on Podcast and Chill.
Take care and have a great day, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.